XRP is exploding. XRP is now center stage, and everyone around the world is paying attention to XRP, and they're wondering, what is going on with this pump? What caused this pump? But more importantly, is it too late to invest? What if I told you that all of the reasons that are spewing across social media about why XRP is pumping, it's all BS. They're lying to you about the real reason XRP is pumping. And today, we're going to lay down the facts. We're going to get to the bottom of what is actually taking place in the XRP chart. And once you know this information, you're going to know every time right before there's a massive pump in XRP. I'm going to give you the simple formula, and you're going to be able to follow it for years and years to come, and your bank accounts will be so happy because of it, or more importantly, your XRP wallet. So in today's video, we're going to cover the truth, and the lies need to stop. I also have a very wild prediction for XRP that I'm going to share with you, and then we're going to discuss, is it too late? Should you be investing right now into XRP? Let's get into it. This is the last day. This is your last chance. Don't miss out on massive savings. Stop missing huge trades and start creating an extra stream of income. Get lifetime access to my courses and take them whenever you want. Save an extra $450 when you sign up with crypto. You've been wanting to take my courses. This is the best opportunity you will ever get. Don't miss out. Today is the last day. Time is running out. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Go now. In today's video, I want you to pay attention to this trend line, as it played a critical role in the recent explosion of XRP. This is what I had to say 8 months ago about this trend line. Roll the clip. Once price action breaks above this yellow line, that's when an explosion in price will happen. An explosion that XRP hasn't seen in recent years. It'll be significant because you have to think about it. This is a 6-year trend line, 6 years of pent-up aggression. Once you burst through that, it's like the walls will let go and price will just. So you can see what happened to XRP. We had pent-up aggression. We had an explosion, not a little one, not a big one, a massive one, biggest in many years. But here's the key. XRP drops a huge clue well before this boom. In today's video, I really want to break that part down, that secret clue that XRP leaves. Let's break it down. Here we are. We're on XRP USD. We are on the 2-week chart. Now, on the 2-week chart, right away, if you've seen my videos before, you know what they're spewing out there in the news and the newspapers around social media. You know it's BS, because they say this pump is mainly driven by the U.S. elections. And I'm here to tell you that is absolutely BS. And I'm going to prove it to you with actual facts. Now, let's take a look at the chart. We've got price action above for XRP USD on a 2-week time horizon. Middle of our screen is RSI. RSI just simple measures overbought and oversold areas of the chart, as well as the bottom of our screen is stochastic RSI. And just think of that one as momentum. And if the blue line is on top, we have momentum to the upside. If the blue line is on bottom, like here, we have momentum to the downside. It makes it a simple game. So we're going to talk about these components on the chart and break down the lies that are being spewed all over the internet. Now, when I talk about XRP, there's a couple things I want you to keep in mind. Now, when we're talking about price action, we're going to zoom in here for a moment. We do have a green line on our chart, and we do have a red line on our chart. And for those of you that have followed us for a while, you know what these two moving averages are. Now, I want you to share this video with everyone in the XRP community because the lies need to stop. But let's be real about this. We have the 9 SMA. Okay, that's in green. This green line right here is the 9 SMA. SMA just means simple moving average. You can go to your indicators, you type in SMA, you plug that bad boy into 9, and then you're good. The next one is the 21 SMA. Keep in mind, we're on the 2-week chart. So you plug in another indicator with another SMA, and you put that one to 21, you change the colors, and voila. Now, when you put those two moving averages over top of your price action, you're going to notice something right away. Right away, it's going to jump out to you. It's going to be abundantly obvious. When we have this cross, wild things happen. Now, if you follow my videos, this is not our first rendezvous with XRP. Now, I sat right here in this chair in the year 2020 when XRP was just hit with a lawsuit and they were getting obliterated in the news. Every newspaper, every news outlet, all around social media, XRP was getting murdered. And everyone said they're going to go bankrupt. This is it. And me, being a lover of the charts, being a lover of the facts, and one who actually hates all of media, including social media, I came out to spew the facts. And I said, look, I'm going to give you a huge tip here. Those of you who are XRP lovers, I do not invest in XRP. It is not going to zero. In fact, we're about to have a huge pump. I sat right here in this chair in 2020 and put my reputation on the line based on charts. I know people who love my TA. Also, there's a large amount of them that love XRP. So I will cover XRP a couple times a year with the biggest moves. So in 2020, I sat here and I said, okay, put the 9 SMA on your chart, put the 21 SMA on the chart, throw it on the 2 weeks, and look for a cross. And whenever the cross happens, when you have the green one crossing above the red one, which happened right here, that's when you buy, right? At that time, XRP was at about 21 cents. Again, it was getting obliterated in the news, SEC lawsuit, this and that, whatever the case may be. We had a cross. We were at 21 cents. Then we went from 21 cents to $2, right? It was the cross that told us. It was also the cross that told us in 2017. For the record, I did not cover that when it happened, but I looked at the history. History repeats itself. That's why in 2020, I said, hold up. In 2017, we were at 2 cents and we went from 2 cents all the way up here to the stratosphere, right? And it happened right at that cross. So in 2020, that's what happened. Now, when you fast forward, right, that was 2020. We saw it go from, it was a 10x, right? 20 something cents up to $2. Then we had this crash down, which again, you just look for the cross back down. You can take profits then, and then you can really start to multiply your portfolio.
I was just investing my money and just throwing it into the abyss.
I got stuck in trades because I didn't know what I was doing.
I started off with a 10K capital and this withered away to $4,000.
The key is right here in front of you.
Now with Steve's plan, I'm actually up 32,000.
I experienced my first big winning trades, over 100% gain.
This was literally changing my life. It was changing my family's life. Don't be scared. Take the leap. Do the courses. It is amazing. It'll change your life. It changed mine.
Fast forward to the year 2023. I sat right here in this chair and I showed you the same chart again. And I said, look, people are still denying XRP. A portion of my fans love XRP who appreciate my TA. I'm going to sit right here. I'll put my reputation on the line again. We had this cross, right? The cross this time was at about 37 cents. But this time I showed you this yellow trend line. And I said, just pay attention to this trend line, because what we've shown so far in the history of XRP is that we have had this trend line have multiple touch points on the downside as we continue to make lower highs. What does lower highs mean? Well, we had a high here, and the next time we made a high, the next time we pushed price up, it wasn't as high as the prior one, so we call that a lower high. In trading, this is a trend, right? And you look for trend lines to have multiple touch points, and there's a lot of confluence at those lines. So at this level at about 37 cents, we said, hey, we have a cross, but pay attention to this line. This line is something that you will think about taking profits at, And if it's the real one, we're going to see it hold support at this line. And if it does, it's going to explode. Why? Because we have a pressure cooker, plain and simple, right? Anytime you see, and I've showed you this in Bitcoin, I've showed you this in so many different charts, a multi-year trend line with multiple touch points getting broken to the upside is a pressure cooker waiting to explode, right? It's the same on the downside, but on the upside, you want to really get in the market when we're here. Now, if we look closer at it, we can see, okay, let's just look at actual facts, because I just mentioned go on the cross, don't go on the news and the media. We had the official cross on October 7th, 2024. Last time I checked, there was no president that was elected at that time. I could be wrong. I don't pay attention to the news, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but on October 7th, when we actually had a cross right here in the chart, we didn't have a president yet. I could be wrong. Now let's fast forward. October 21st, this is when the cross became official. And I'm pretty sure we also did not have a president on October 21st. I'm also pretty sure that that little cross marked the biggest moves of every single biggest move of XRP since 2017. 2017, this cross marked this biggest move. 2020, the cross marked this biggest move. 2023, the cross marked this biggest move. And suddenly we have an explosion and everyone's like, oh, it's because of the president. No, we had a cross right before then, and it's marked every single one of the biggest moves in XRP in the history of the chart we have in front of us. This is not a coincidence. So don't pay attention to the media. And by the way, I do not watch any human in crypto on social media for YouTube. And that's not because I don't like anybody. It's simply because in my early days in 2017 and 2018, I was watching people that I respect, but those thoughts got in my subconscious brain and interfered with my actual truth in what I see in the charts. And even if you have the strongest brain in the world, the subconscious brain is very undefeated. So I personally, I haven't watched anybody on YouTube in years, so I don't know what they are saying. But I did a quick search on something called Google and ChatGPT. They told me the top headlines that are spread across social media, and the top one by a mile is the president is the reason this is happening. So I just want to be clear, that is not true in the slightest bit whatsoever, not even close. Now that we have factual evidence to back it up, and again, you guys can fact check me, and maybe on October 7th we did have a president. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the news. Pretty sure we didn't. Now, when we have that intact, we say, okay, well, now I understand the structure. Now I understand the pressure cooker. I do have a wild prediction with XRP that XRP people, they may like a lot. So make sure you watch for that here in a moment. But what I want to say first is it too late to get in? What I also want you to notice is the middle of our screen is the RSI, right? The RSI, we were also watching the same type of trend line where we almost had a breakthrough here back in July, but we had rejection with price action at that level. At the same time, we had the stochastic RSI have a cross to the downside, which means our momentum fell off a cliff at the same time we got rejection at this trend line that has been a problem for years and years and years. So we didn't break through, right? Anytime you have a chart set up and you're looking for an actual breakthrough, look for confirmations on multiple levels, meaning price level, RSI, stochastic RSI, and see if those align with your thesis. In other words, if you're looking to enter a trade on a breakthrough here, but we don't have a breakthrough here and we have no momentum on our side, then that's a warning sign to you. However, if you're sitting here on the charts on October 7th, or at the very latest, October 21st, and you see a breakthrough here and a breakthrough here and momentum on our side, hello, it's time to enter the trade, right? So is it too late? This is what I'll look at. RSI measures overbought and oversold. It's overbought when technically it's above 70, right? Right now, we're at 89. I just want to state that for the record again. Right now, we're at 89. In other words, we are so high that right now, according to the facts and the charts of all of the data we have in front of us since 2015, we are at the third highest in the RSI. What does that mean if we're the third highest in the RSI? Because we're the third highest in the RSI, in other words, it means that right now, XRP, as you and I are having this conversation, is the third most, right now as we're having this conversation, it's the third most overbought in its history. Just let that sink in. Do you want to be doing what the high majority of people are doing at the moment, right? In other words, there's only been 2 times in history that we've been more overbought in XRP. It was at April 2017 when XRP was here, and right here in December 2017 when XRP was here. Now, you may say, okay, well, I like this jump a lot from here to here. Will it do it again? Well, that could be a part of my wild prediction that I want to get to in a moment. But what I want to say is it too late? As a disciplined trader would not enter the market right now on XRP, given the fact that it's ridiculously overextended, the third most in history. And what I will say is, can you make money on XRP if you want to get in and out during the day or in a couple days or whatever in a couple weeks? Yes. But as a disciplined trader under a certain set of standards, no disciplined trader that has actually seen success over many, many years would enter at this time. That does not mean you cannot make money with XRP entering now. It just means a disciplined trader would look at this and laugh if they were legitimately a trader, right? I just want to state the obvious now. Now, let me get to my wild prediction. And by the way, I do want to say this. For the folks that held XRP, especially those that held in 2020 that probably saw my video and made a whole bunch of money and continued to hold throughout all of the ups and downs of XRP, you deserve what's happening now. For those people that really held on, that believed in the project, that believed it would all work out in their favor, especially those that bought probably up here. You know, there's probably people watching a lot that bought up here when XRP was $1, maybe $1.50, you know, maybe even around $2. Maybe you bought up there, and for years and years you were just getting beat over the head and you thought this was it. If you held from those times till now, you deserve the success you're seeing now, and I applaud you. By the way, shout out to you if you're an XRP and I helped you make a bunch of money. There's nothing cooler than just impacting somebody's life, giving some good solid TA that's not based on hype or hopium. It's based on actual facts, and it's not paid for. I'm not paid to lie to you or to deceive you or any way. So shout out to you if this helped you. Also, shout out to everybody. I don't give alerts very often, right? You guys know it's pretty rare I give alerts. I gave a few alerts in this bull, right? I gave Coinbase when it was at $50. It went from 50 to something like 300. I gave an alert on Meta when it was at 110 and went from like 110, you know, now it's up over 600. I gave an alert on Netflix when it was at 180, went from 180 like over 900. I don't give alerts very often, but when I do, it's time to pay attention. In the video, I think it was yesterday, I gave the alert on Binance, which I just want to give a special shout out to my Binance folks. I started talking about that coin. I don't talk about altcoins. You guys know this, but I only picked like 1 or 2 coins that I was going to focus on. Binance was one of them. I told my OG students when Binance coin was at $8 back in 2018, and it was way out of like the top 30. And I said, this is going to be a top 10 coin. And it's gone from $8 to like 800. And since my video yesterday when I told you it was about to explode, it has since exploded. So shout out to the folks that are continuing to make some well-deserved profits. Now, let's get to my wild prediction. You guys know I do these videos to genuinely help, right? I have no personal gain or loss with XRP. I don't take any paid ads. I have turned down every single paid ad this is my 8th year on YouTube. I've taken not even 1 penny, and they've tried to give me millions to talk about all sorts of stuff, and basically to lie to you to make my pockets fatter and theirs way fatter. I think that's really dirty. I will never ever do it. So these are my raw, authentic, really true, genuine thoughts. So to be clear, the RSI way overextended, third most. The stochastic RSI still shows we have momentum, plain and simple. So could price continue to go up? Absolutely, we have the stochastic RSI. Is it a time a disciplined trader will enter the market? Hell no. Is it a time that an undisciplined trader is trying to make some quick money and trying to get greedy and trying to time the market with the perfect in and out to potentially make a little bit of money on? Yes, just so we're clear. Here's a wild prediction based on my genuine thoughts, based on my love for charts. A lot of times when you see a structure such as this, which represents, again, like a 7-year period, right? Where we had this downtrending line here with multiple touch points, with the first one being really explosive and the next market cycle being taking a breather because that prior cycle was so explosive, it needed one cycle to sort of catch its breath. And then on that following cycle, it again exploded. What you typically see with formations like this, and this would not be out of the ordinary, is this would repeat. Now let that sink in. What does that mean? Well, it means that this whole scenario here, this 7-year scenario here, could be repeating right now. Now your first question is, well, what are we in right now? What part of the phase are we in right now? Because it's exploding. What do you predict is going to happen next? Well, if this were to repeat, what I'm saying is right now could represent 2017 for XRP. In other words, this could be the exploding part of the phase, and next cycle we've exploded so much this cycle that next cycle it explodes like it did from 2020 from here to here. However, it sort of takes a breather in the next cycle, and then the following cycle we see that whole thing happen where it's happening right as we speak, where it's like it's so slow, things are going so sideways, it seems methodical, it seems relatively boring, it's a pressure cooker, it's building momentum, and the thing explodes, right? That is my wild prediction. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see this whole 7-year scenario repeat, and it could be repeating right before our eyes. What we're seeing right now could be the 2017 run-up. Now, does that mean percentage-wise it's going to? No. I'm looking at it market structure-wise. 2017 made a new all-time high, and quite clearly, we don't know if this is going to do the same, but if it did, I would not be surprised if we saw the following cycle take a breather, and then the next one be so boring until we had this cross, and it'll probably happen right before the election again, and then they will blame it on the election, even though you have the cheat code now. You have these 2 moving averages you can see and basically run the game up in your favor because you have this. Share this with the XRP community. They need this. They especially need my wild prediction, and I'll see you back here in the next video. This is the last day. This is your last chance. Don't miss out on massive savings. Stop missing huge trades and start creating an extra stream of income. Get lifetime access to my courses and take them whenever you want. Save an extra $450 when you sign up with crypto. You've been wanting to take my courses. This is the best opportunity you will ever get. Don't miss out. Today is the last day. Time is running out. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Go now.